Hi Veronica, good afternoon to everyone. I hope you guys are very well and the Lord is keeping you well. Okay, Veronica, Ayanda, Chipo, Makawanda Wanda, Mese Kwamori, share to a group, share to a group, share to a group, share to a group. And the corner, this one must go, share to a page. Copy the link. Hi, good afternoon, my diaries. Makadi Kwamori kunzvimbo dzakasiyana siyana. I hope you guys are very well. The Lord is keeping you very well. Remember, we are brothers keepers. We are there to help each other. We are there to support each other. Okay. Special greetings to Sis Melly, the entire executive Yema Diaries. Thank you very much for all the support and also giving me the opportunity to use the platform so that we work together as a family. And so on. I will tell you guys, I was not really more in helping people, especially on repatriations. But pandakazotanga kuyopa madiaries ndo pandakazotanga kunziona Sis Melly vachindudza masituations avanosangana nawo kuma members and etc. Ndozvakaita kuti the hand for me to help ibva yatangawo kukura, but it was not like that way. I used to help people here and there, but pandakazotanga kuinteracta ndichinzwawo mapersonals matestimonies evanhu, machallenges avainawo ende nebasa guru rinoitwa nemadiaries. I felt that I need to be part of the group or the organization etc. Let me tell you something. People used to laugh at me since namo boys kwamuri kwana madiaries ndikwe madzimai kwana Sis Melly vanhu varume munotsvage ikoko kumadiaries uko ndikwana Sis Melly ndikwe madzimai. But you guys, you welcomed me zvakanaka to be part of it. We've been trying to make sure that we come up with a funeral product that can assist people, not only people in South Africa. We wanted a product that can help Zimbabweans who are in Zambia, Zimbabweans in Namibia, Mozambique, Lesotho, Zimbabwe, Zambia, UK, Canada, wherever you are, and so on. You know, chinotangwa chaunotanga nacho uchitanga nevanhu chinonakidza. Because at the end of the day, glory will never be given to more boys. Because mnenge mfiti mkomana itakatanga naye. So whenever takasimuka, tinosimuka pamwe chete. I've just want more boys chichichi. If I fail on the project, we have to be blamed because it ukushanda pamwe chete. We are a family. And we've done some high-profile repatriations as a small company. So yesterday we repatriated the body that was going to the Muzenda family. The driver arrived in time and the family yakandifonera ichinditenda ichiti pataimbeta family meetings. Some people were worried about the service and saying this is a small person who is coming to the business, we are a big family and etc. But later on, the family, let's give him the benefit of the. Actually, what happened is that I know they won't be offended if I can share with you the story. Then later on, the Bavaita U10, they decided to go for a big gun. I can't mention the name, but later on, they realized that things were not going very well. Ikoko. The Bavachi Sotso, come on, boys, we are very sorry to what happened. It's just a mutibatsiri. No problem, we are a family, let's work together, and so on. So this is what is going to happen to you guys, and I think no one has got money and no one anugarane money for a funeral. That's a fact. And if you see my repatriations atinoita every day, vazhinji vanhu vakangofanana nemi vari kungorarama kudai guys. There's a family anka repatriator last week. That lady who passed away, she was my favorite. Family was telling me kuti Mr. Mkomamo boys pamaingoenda live chat aibva atotanga kushare nevanhu. But chichakaitika. On your way to Zimbabwe to Limpopo, akabva arwarawo ndobva afira mubhazi. This is those zvinoitika muupenyu handiti. So you need to have something that can assist the family. And the difficult part is that, guys, most of the people they're in the diaspora, and vanhu vari kuZimbabwe, they expect a lot kubva kune vanhu vari diaspora. They also don't understand that things are becoming very difficult and etc. So you have to do something for your family. Kunana gogo, kunana sekuru, kunana mbuya, kunana tete, and so on. Guys, kana muri kuno ku South Africa, if we takakupema bills ema 25,000 repatriation, munochema, but imagine kuti wafirwa nemunhu kuZimbabwe, hapana kana mari, and tikubva mu-COVID unoita sei. Panotodikanwa kuti at the end of the day, you have to do something, mari inodikanwa. So what we are simply saying, kuti, all right, this is going to be the structure of the policy. Let me tell you something. The reason why we took time to come up with a plan is to understand the background of the insurance business. There's a lot of scams, it's native. Some companies are not registered, they've not complied with the laws and etc. The next thing, Mkomamo boys are going former kafa, so once the company are and etc. So we have to make sure that we put the systems in place in the event that something happens to me or to the business. My clients, it's not very safe. So it's one of the reasons why we took time. A lot of people were asking, but me, why you are taking time? Could die, and so on. But some of the companies that gives him a policies, especially you don't know the background. I don't go kufonerai, tine policy yakati, you don't even know if they are registered, they've got a license in etc. So I had to make sure that I put the systems in place before we launch the funeral plan. So now, this is the good news for you. This is going to be your product. I don't want someone to tell me, I've got a policy at Nyaradzo, I've got a policy at Sororo Poblan, I've got a policy with the Doves or whatever, or Moonlight. I want you to say, I'm going to take a policy because I'm the part of the diaries. I want to support, not Mkomamo Boys business. This is our business. When I grow, so even if you've got your policy with other company, remember, you can have as many policies as you can. For example, in South Africa, Tombotu ne police kunyaradzo, ne police kusororo pomlani, and then you've heard about this policy. Remember, you've got a decision to choose. Mkomamo boys, I don't want to be buried, but I need a cash payout. There's nothing wrong for you to know Nyaradzo Chakovika, but this policy is going to pay you money. Because at the end of the day, but money is also needed for other expenses. Saka, even if you've got, and you also have to check with the cost of the living. Before this, for those who don't know me, guys, I've worked for big companies in the insurance industry in South Africa. I've worked for Sanlam, I've worked for Discovery, I worked for Old Mutual, I worked for FinSafe, I worked for iWise, I worked for Momentum, I worked for Metropolitan. So these are some of the, I worked also for Liberty Life. So these are the companies that I've worked, and I've also managed to gain experience in terms of the business. My premiums are not just for say how do you grow your business and so on. A lot of people get surprised. Vachiona tinoenda kuma companies yekuti mumwe munhu anenge ashaika nepolicy. I'm giving you an example. Once going to policy in Nyaradzo, then also to decide a family kuti no achada kusendesa Nyaradzo, kada kusendesa Mkomamunets. People, they get worried, surprised, but this is a small boy, achangotanga business, but why is he going to my big companies, achivatorera my clients, something like that. I'm giving an example. It's because I've understood ndakadzidza zvakawanda in the nature of this business. How do you grow your business? How do you start? How do you interact with the people and so on? zvakaita kuti ndive neruzivo rwakakurawo rwokuti nditange this ndichienda kufuneral business. The plan at the moment is that, I know the time is also going to come whereby people get tired of this funeral business, funeral policies and so on. So we've already started also working for the next project, which is going to include my life covers. Very important. I'm talking to the underwriters. We're talking about investments. I'm talking about, because people also need to invest. Some people, they also want to hear something. So we're planning also to have investments. Educational policies, I think, is going to come very soon. And then retirement annuities on the pipeline. So we want to make sure that all the all my financial products is takwanisa kunge now tishande pamwe chete nemaZimbabweans. The Zimbabwean community in South Africa have been disadvantaged kubva kudhara nemamwe macompanies kuti vanenge vasingade kuregister vanhu vachiti muri maforeigners and so on and so on. But when I went to Discovery, vazhinji vakatoshamisika within the management when I was telling them kuti mukusiya mari yakawanda within the community of foreign nationals, of which Discovery is now doing very well. Saka ndozvinhu zvakandibatsirawo kuti ndidzidziwo kuti business reinsurance unofamba sei, unotanga sei, how do you treat people and so on and so on. I have a lot of things to learn. Asati ndasvika pa stage, but the knowledge yandakawana yakandibatsira kuti ndidzidzo for a start to start something. It was not easy to start. You start with one car, otenga number 2, osumuka, wombosendisa vamwe vanhu, Mr. Munetsi, let's partner with you, we want to work with you, I've got more transport and so on. Later on you realize that some of those people, they come with hidden agendas to destroy the business. You sign agreements, you give them the trip, you go with the clients, the next thing they treat my clients very well. Those are some of the challenges that I faced when I started. But I don't want to go and get my loans from my bank and so on. My other qualification, I'm a financial advisor, and I know my communications, especially my business loan, my vehicles and etc. So I thought, good to know, I'm not going to be greedy, and I'm going to start Bijana, and I'm going to teach motikari zangu Bijana, and I can also confirm that next week we're also going to be getting new vehicle, makombi, manure and food, just to boost our repatriation business. Right. So it is very important, guys, kuti more consider, especially if you're in diaspora, kunge une watora police yekuti ikubatsire nemhuri dzenyu and so on. Remember, chinetika ndechekuti you might have your own funeral policy, but namo chaiyo inosotanga mwana wako ashaika. Ndopa unozoza kuti inonzi namo. Yes, people, they can bury you. People, they can take the body from Munetsi to Zimbabwe, or you go ofushirwa. But chichi chazoitika after the funeral, mhuri yake ichararama sei and so on. So that's why I'm emphasizing, you might say, Mr. Munetsi, I've got a cover with Nyaradzo. I would say that's a perfect company. I've got a policy with Moonlight, with Sororo Pumlani. It's okay. At least you have something like somebody as sinner at the moment. But it's also policy not gonna get a cash payout. Instead for you to send this for the repatriation, we can just say, okay, it's just going to pay out here money. Then you can use the money whatever you want. We want to dictate and set to Marinde funeral. We can always do a cash payout. Right. As I mentioned to you earlier, guys, people in Zimbabwe, they are going through a lot. My challenges are recall, and some of us, we are coming from big families. So we are saying part of our package on the policy, if you take a certain package, it comes with grocery allowance, which you have tried to calculate could a day or 2 for the funeral, which we believe would definitely help. So if you know that you're taking a policy, at the end of the day, nani. I know vamwe mastatistician anogona kudhauta kuti Mr. Munetsi zvinhu zvachinja, vanhu vadiki ndo vari kufa kupfuura vanhu vakuru, which is debatable and I won't dispute on that. But kana une vanhu vanoziva kuti nana mbuya kunana sekuru variko nana tete tisavakangani mwoyo vavo ndiwe muzukuru uri kunozikanwa, make sure kuti wavatorerawo police. I know you've tried your best to assist them, but the last respect that you can give to the people kuvanhu vanenge vashaika kuvapo a decent burial. Anditi I spent about 22 years in Cape Town, and chichinonakidza kuti Munetsi unenge uchienda pawaterfront, uchienda kunana Table Mountain, you are enjoying with your friends, muchitorwa maphotos, uchikanda pasocial media, but at the end of the day also unzwanzi Mr. Munetsi baba wako vashaika, hapana kana mari yepolice. That won't give a very good picture, to be honest. Kunzi sure wainga ndiwataiona uchikanda mapictures ako akachena chena and so on, but at the end of the day haona kana police azvipi picture yakanaka kuti mai vako wozovigwa nemaneighbors kana kusvika panhamo pachina uchichema. Ende kana pasina police vanhu vari kuZimbabwe havatambise, munhu achingofa nhasi mangwana akutofushira. Pane coffin here? Hapana. Handekwa pagrowth point ari kuita mari pagrowth point, tinongokugadzira mapuranga, munhu ungokandikwa mapuranga akutofushirwa. I'm not saying kuti coffin rakanaka rinochinjisa, but I'm just simply saying it's very important for people to be organized and detailed. Saka ndiyo nyaya yacho yatikuda kukuridzirai. So now I negotiated with Sis Melly kuti right, what must we do? Panonzi pamadiaries pana panditika. Yes. Saka right, as I mentioned to you guys, if you are in Zambia, you are able to register with us here in South Africa. We are going to open offices in Zambia, Botswana. We already started to set something. Mozambique, we are already talking to some people, the community of Zimbabweans. Guys, it makes things cheaper if you are already a community of Zimbabweans. Botswana, I know kuna organizations ariko ema Zimbabweans. You guys, if you unite and say, Mr. Munetsi, this is new community yakadai. Tiri about 1,000, and 2,500 tinema families edu kuno Botswana, tina mazedu tiri ku Zimbabwe. I'm willing to give you a special premium yokuti noza kuti it's ndo yenyu purchase yenyu as a community. The same as if there's a community of Zimbabweans in Zambia. So the time that she has established opening my offices kuti tinaso operator Tiriko, it's also going to make things easier for you guys. The purpose of the business is not also for me only to grow, but also for everyone to grow. We have to create employment for people. We have to support our single mothers who are here, who are not working. We have to support our single fathers, our grand, and so on. It doesn't work kuti titore vanhu kunze within the organization while tine vanhu vatinawo mumadiaries maona. Saka I believe in empowering our people and tichisimudziranawo and so on. So priority, I think I've already on the UK, I've spoken to Sis Caroline Nyakujga. I think she's also going to do a lot on the Symbol Live. She's going to assist on the adverts. She's also going to build our brand name in UK. And I have no doubt that Sis Caroline Nyakujga, she'll definitely going to help the company to grow, to put our footsteps there in UK. There are some countries that have been partnering with Zimbabweans so that we work together. Guys, it's not a secret that what I've started is growing very fast. And you guys, you'll be able to see yourself after 5 years. Kuti mfano itakatanga naye this time unamatira. We in terms of the repatriations, I'm competing with the big guys in SA. You can't believe how many bodies do we repatriate per day. We've managed to cover the entire South Africa at the moment now, whereby takangosvika nequotation yedu chete pamwe pacho tinototadza kutorara vangwana vatombondizivi. They just say tafirwa toda kusenza namukoma Munetsi, toda kusenza namukoma Munetsi. Some family members vanotomborwa kuti who is Munetsi, zvonzi ndiyambocheka padiaries and so on. Business, you have to be humble. You have to understand that you are not a leader, but you are a servant of people. So this is what we do. we have to work hard and we have to humble ourselves, and Christ must be uplifted. The moment yokuti munetsi anotanga kuzviona kunga akura, that will be my downfall. I want to remain humble. I want to remain a servant of people so that we work together. Ndakaseka pandakaona imwe family yakauya kuoffice vanga vaferwa, so they wanted to see kuti vanzwe kuti vobatsirwa sei. Ndobva vaudzwa kunzi ndobva vasvika vakatida kuona Mr. Munetsi. I wasn't there. Sometimes like now ndiri kumba, I prefer sometimes to work kumba because kunondibatsira kuna madisturbance kana chiita zvinhu zvakawanda. Uko ndinongoenda here and there. Ndobva ndamhanya pandatoenda ikoko. Ndasvika ikoko manje kuoffice ndobva ndapinda. The munhu wavaitarisira kuona kunzi anonzi Munetsi wachona, ndobva wangoona kuti kamunhu wakati zvikanzi are you Munetsi, ndikati zvikanzi were you sent by Mr. Munetsi, ndikati no, I'm Mr. Munetsi. Akashamisika akati no, maybe we thought kuti munhu watiri kusangana naye nematauriro anga achiita vanhu mucommunity yanga iri family kuti ndeye kwakati. And then ndobva tazokurukura, ndobva tazotanga kutsanangura toshanda tese. So this is the project, guys, that has got a special place in my heart. And I want to be honest, though it's business, but I'm not going to be driven financially to enter into this business, but the passion of the business. I've got other qualifications than Dinazo. I think you are in this certain data is matters what I was doing before. Dakasa kuzvisa per site. My business and ndakaita kuti vamwe vaharani because I want to focus and grow the insurance business. And it's not also a secret, it's one of the lucrative business in the world. Because chinongokukanganisa in this business is your services. If your services are poor, people, they don't come. But if you improve your quality service, your business grow. We are not affected in anything. At the end of the day, Munetsi anofa. Saka you still need Mr. Munetsi. Although the competition will be, should people go to Munetsi, not even another company, and so on. Saka, this is the plan that we are having now. Kuti, we want this policy to grow. I want you guys one day when you read it on a newspaper, when you see it on media, on ZBC, on Herald, wherever kamunosangana nayo, you'll be saying kuti God is great. We know this boy. Taimona ari munzvimbo. Guys, I've entered places that are very dangerous. Ndichita my life coverages amunenge muchiona. Pamwe pachona ndinoda kuti mupanic. I was doing another day and I did a life coverage. I just stopped it. Amuna kunzwisa ndandiri panze futi dzakatanga kurira. Ndandiri muHebron. I've gone to the dangerous places. Kunenge kwafama Zimbabweans kuti ma big companies vadi kuenda vanotaura kuti kune matsotsi akusvikike and so on and so on. We've done that. We've done charity work. Vanga vasina mari vachida kuendeserwa kuZimbabwe takavabatsira because we believe that we are saved to serve. Anditi. So there's a package for the diaries, guys. That one is very cheap. I believe kuti everyone achangwa inacho. Chorosina basa ne police, you just have to take it. Diaries, I want you to listen to me. I'm going to do an official opening, guys. You're going to see an Sis Melly report. We'll find a very nice place whereby we're going to do official launch. I'll never leave my sister Sis Melly aside. We're going to invite my guests there, do the consulate, the embassy, and it's going to be very beautiful at the product launch. Mega. I've already engaged an event management company to look for a venue and to send me the quotation so that we do the official launch. But this is not going to stop us to register my policies because we have overplanned this. It's time for us to implement. It's time for us to tishande zvakanaka. There are some people who have assisted us on this project. Mkomana alipa ategwa yanonzi Josh Mood. Mkoma Josh ndio accountant. Painzi ne financial service board tukuda mapapers akati gadzirisa zvakati. I will just go to Mkoma Josh. Mkoma Josh, I want to ndibatsirewo tanyu vanhu vari kunetsa vari kuda kuchi Mkoma Josh aibva ngondorera paperwork yese. Not even a cent. I don't worry, Mr. Munetsi. We are working together. So I want us to work together, guys. And this is a challenge, especially people. If you are in Zambia, please make sure that you get hold of me. If you are in Namibia, get hold of me. Tibate, Mozambique, Swaziland, Lesotho. We want to make sure that we cover every corner. Pese, guys, we are going to do my programs on this place, Papa Life ya Sis Melly, takatoronga, mashows, atinenge tichita, chipromota product yedu, tichiwinisa ma gifts. We want to work together. We want to grow, guys, because at the end of the day, ndakangonzwo chipolisi chamuka, chakangodhakwa muzive kwazviri kuenda, and we'll be giving you the stats, the feedback, the response from people. My funerals ese atinenge tichita, guys. I want to make sure that they are live coverage iripo muchizvionera, and patinokanganisa motudza kuti vamuneti. I've received a lot of feedback kuti vamuneti pakati, but what I've noticed is that my negative response edu anowanzobva ku services kuma-drivers edu, and you've been working very hard. If kana ndiripo pa-office ndakaita zvese ndiripo, but somehow tinoita ma-challenges, but we are working on that, we are improving on that. Zvese zvinongoda ngoti ngoshanda pamwe chete. With God, all things are possible. Anditi. In Zimbabwe, I'll be in Harare tomorrow. Tichaita mama funerals, pane mabodies akatenda already. We are going to do my live coverages actually in Zimbabwe, my funerals this whole weekend. Then I'll be in Zimbabwe. You see me, and already we are establishing in Zimbabwe. I've partnered with big companies. Vauya vakati vamunetsi tinokuzivai, tinokuonai pasocial media, muri kubatsira, aiwa ini ndine zvakati, takati aiwa mazana atirambe, muri toshanda sei so. But vanhu vandoda kutenda, guys. I also want to thank company iri ku-UK inonzi Diaspora Insurance. Guys, if you know anyone who works for Diaspora Insurance in UK, someone on a life policy now or funeral policy, those guys, they are very professional. Diaspora Insurance, they are going to be the underwriters of the funeral policy. You guys, if you are in UK, you know they've got a very good track record. And even if you know kuti mari yenyu iri kuenda through Mr. Municipality, ichandochengetwa ne-Diaspora Insurance, you'll be knowing kuti there is safety and there is trust. So Diaspora Insurance, they are my official partners. We are going to work together. And I also expect them kutitana sotanga chaiso pacheta more official openings and so on. I'm very close to Beatrice and Cleopatra. Those are the ladies that we've been working for this project since November last year, making sure kuti zvinofamba zvakanaka. So it's not going to be only me. I've partnered with some big guys in the industry. I've got a lot to learn from Diaspora Insurance, and vanhu are very professional, and they are willing to grow. And they've told me, Mr. Munetsi, you are going to grow, and we are going to grow. Let's work together. So if you see their adverts, it includes the diaspora, it includes our policy on Great Hope. Some people, they don't understand the name of the Great Hope. Kutino mireke pa product. It's a word to go to, but it's also not our kuti tichakuvi guy, munuenika na fano vikwa. But our greatest hope is on the second coming of Jesus. So tinogona kukunyaraidza ine police kuti mafirwa nehama yenyu muri kuchema, but toda kuti vanhu vanzwisise kuti whenever there is pain, whatever they are going to grow, whatever the challenges they encounter, that there is a hope after the funeral. That's where police editions Great Hope Funeral Police. So we are telling the people, yes, we are going to cover you, we are going to bury you, but more hope ichazouya when the second coming. And let's just read some few comments. And we really need a great police that does have a payback, the likes of clientele. Yes, of course, guys, that's a valid point. But you have been paying a policy for 5 years, and your policy hapana kana benefit your own. I believe I work for big companies. My policy machines are my cashback bonus, whereby cashback bonus, it gives a client hope. You could after a certain period of time ichambono kamari kangu back, and munhu anopusha kuti policy yake irambe iri active, because anoziva kuti policy yake yakasabhadharwa, anoziva kuti akaramba achibhadhara after a certain period of time achaona mari yake back. So we're going to give you a cashback bonus on the policy. We're going to come back another time. We go in detail on the policy yakamira say who can be covered and so on. But if you really want to start now, you can come to, there's the WhatsApp number I gave, 0659. Guys, that number inogona kutora nguva kuti ipindurwe. But the sooner the better, guys. If you're thinking of covering your family members in Zimbabwe, just get hold of us. We'll send you the application form. wofila. If you want to start talking about yourself, South Africa, if you are a community of Zimbabweans in Lesotho, please get hold of me. I've got special packages there, and I'm going to open branches there in those countries that I've said for now. Kuti Lesotho, Swaziland, Mozambique, Zambia, Namibia. I'll be traveling very soon, meeting with my stakeholders, making sure that I open my offices. We start with one office, then we are going to grow and expand. On the UK side, Sis Caroline Nyakujika, she's going to be our brand ambassador. She's going to spearhead the campaign and use mchango zonera mega pa Zimbo Live kuti chich nenge chitika ikoko. Muchatuonao kuti satinge tichitao ma adverts edu, ma promotions edu, and so on and so on. So in other countries, we are going to expand, but But I've just set some targets of few countries. Kuti nzozo tichatanga nadzo dzakamira so. When I started this project, no one ndakambo invite kuti ngatishande pamwe chete. Vazhinji vakaramba vakati zvinonetsa izvi. Vakumana ngatishande pamwe chete. Vazhinji vachina vada kuchitanga kudzoka manje kuti Mr. Munetsi ngatishande pamwe chete ngatidai. Saka ndikuvatawa ngatimbomirai. Let's see how it goes, and then later on, obviously we are going to consider investment. If you check to Mr. Mataranyika Vikunyaradzo, vane mamwe ma investors are my shareholders and etc. The same as Mr. Matsika from Doves, Mr. Nakosko from Moonlight. There are certain things that shinogona also ndomera ondega kuti ndishande. So ichasvika nguva yekuti I would say, okay, this is the business that I've established in South Africa. You know how insurance business works and so on. Maono effort yandinesa. We've built a name, data ma repatriations akadai and so on. Don't you want to invest? Don't you want to be part of us? Then we can discuss. I'm not going to kurambidza vanhu kuti yaitishande test vanema offers and so on. I also want to grow. But some of the plans ndinadzo, my resources can be limited to grow. And for me, I feel that this is the right time for me to grow this business, to expand this business, because at the moment it's on the peak. We don't enjoy kufa kwevanu, guys, but at the end of the day, someone needs to do the job. At the same time, you guys, we don't enjoy kugeza tuna. No one would love to do that. No one would want to see the dead bodies. But some people have to do the job. Kuti swifambe zvakanaka, kuti tishande pamwe chete tibatsirane. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. Please, if you've got something to share with me, talk to me. You know where to find me. Number dzangu dzinogara dziripo and so on. Musakandani kuti kana mafirwa nehama nana sekuru nana tete. Imi ndakutopa homework isos. If you are watching this live, if you've got some brothers or sisters, now to meet a noise kuma family groups, posta ma flyers edu, mokanda imomo, motsvaga kuti vazukuru vako vane ma policies here, vana vatete venyu vane ma policy here, munin'ina wako vane ma policy here. Otherwise, makangozvinyararira chete, next time ndimi munopinda pashinyasi. Munhu afa mumuri makutanga kuita kanzatu. Iye munhu achikwanisa kuafoda kupedza mari achimwa dora achidai. So you also have to take as a responsibility. Ndakuma family groups amurimo kuti guys, nyaya iyi yamauya naye katida kumbobatsira nawo. Yakapera nguva yekuti munhu afa zvonzopeita kanzatu. We want people who are responsible. Saka tauda kuti munhu wega ave nepolicy. I know there's another lady akauya akandiudza kuti Vamunetsi, I want to work with you. I'm going to run a campaign of targeting all the young people. Tichaito zvatinenge tichiita. Aiwa, isusu tiri kuti kana une ma business ideas, if you want to grow, you want to be a consultant for us, you want to be a sales rep, you want to be a what? Une expertise yekuti police anokwanisa ku police management yakamira say. I know I'm working with few guys makuchura vari kundibatsirawo, ma business consultants, ma accountant, ma CA and so on. Isusu ma LLB takangodzidzawo ma criminal law zvokuti zvinofamba so kuna vanhu vakaita BCom law nemamwe ma courses akangodaro risk management. Come and help me, ndibatsirewo tishande pamwe chete. Obvious hatisi kupai service yekuti munozoita charity, tichiriko kakambani kadiki kachiri kungokurawo, but we give you something. But I want to work with people who are committed, who are willing to grow and say, Mr. Munetsi, okay, we're going to take a small portion, but we see the potential of this business. Guys, sometimes I send 10 vehicles, dzinenge dzakazara paborder dzese dziri under Munetsi. Inenge iri Friday yega. midweek dzimwe dzinenge dzabuda and so on. It's not kuti tikufara kufa kwevanhu, but I'm just telling you the progress of the service that we are giving. I believe kuti companies mazhinji, they undermine the power of social media. Dai vaizvito makambani ananhingi nhamu dzavo dzese vachidai dai vatowo pamusoro. But so takaenda on that route, and ini ndakadecide kusenzesa my own strategies of starting on the lower people, vanhu pasi ndovandotanga navo, grassroots ndichikura navo ndichiita senchaisei. You have seen me interacting kumapostori. Ndakasvika kumapostori nda kuti advertise policy yangu ndainzipfeka gamings, out wear gamings iroro ndonzibata tsvimbo iyi ndiyo unopinda neyo kuti uite presentation. Unopinda munzvimbo dzinotyisa munenge mune matochi kutoti upinde, but inyaya yekuti I love this business. I want to see the success of this project. Inini, when it comes to my clients, ndinorwadziwa, it's an issue that is very sensitive because I know the pain that people they go through vafirwa. So I try my best to give the same. I think you guys have seen my feedbacks on it for my lives and my families. Thank you very much. We are saved to serve. So now go and check with your brothers, go and check with your sisters. Tell them about Hope Funeral Plan. Tell them kuti kune policy known as Hope Funeral Plan that is in South Africa. We have seen it taking people to Zimbabwe. We know Mr. Munetsi. We want to join. Itai kuti mutore ma policies. When we grow together. And it. Saka ma comments akawandisa. Party, I'm not in the clubhouse. Okay, so now for more information, this is South African number. If you want to join, the application form to Mr. Munetsi, I need the application form isos. Now not to tanga kutobadara kupera kwemwedzi uno. I would say vachatanga kubhadhara tine magifts enya chakupai, ma t-shirts muchawana, makapu muchawana, muchazozviona guys, muchazozviona. Vachatanga kujoin ere itai kuti zvifambe handiti. Again, Sis Melly has played a very big part. Do you know what? I was not interested on the funeral business. Sis Melly ndo vaitongotinetsa kuti mukoma mo boys itai zvakadai. I was not really interested, guys. I was more interested to my repatriations and my business and ndinoita maona. But Sis Melly, she insisted vakatoti no mukoma mo boys, you need to start something. So I'm going to work with you guys, Sis Melly. And I also want to see Sis Melly growing, guys. She's a very humble person. I've seen her once or twice, and she has also given me the platform to advertise and to grow. Vazhinji dai pasina Sis Melly vakanditi uya ndasingatombodi kuuya kumadiaries ndovakanditi uyai. Sis Melly pavakarasikirwa ne2 sisters dzavo, varora vavo 2 vakadhiraivha kuuya kuCape Town, vasati vatombotanga diaries, kusati kwatombova nemvenge ndobva vanga vangonzwawo nezvangu, ndobva vauya takagara navo pasi vakandiudza mafiro akaita vasikana. There were 2 my sister-in-laws avo. That's the time I met even Sis Melly's husband, very humble man. Vakauya ndakagara navo pasi sefamily, vakandiudzawo challenge yavo toda kuendesawo board kuti vasikana vakauya and so on and so on. So since then takabva tangotanga kuzivana through social media. Saka vakazonditsvaga manje vakanditi but kumadiaries tinombosangana nemachallenges akadai, vanhu vanofirwa, koma muneti munofanira kumboya mombotibatsira and so on. That's how takazotanga kuzivana and so on. So that's it, guys. As I said to you, I will be going to Zimbabwe tomorrow. You're going to see some funerals that we are going to do live coverage. Vasati vamboona nzvimbo dzakaita sanga bhodhi iri kuenda kupi, Zishavane, tine bhodhi yekuzishavane, tine Harare, tine kuwadzana, Mabvuku. We'll try to make sure kuti 3 of the 4 bodies tito ma coverages muno kuti ta improve ere ma service edu. But I tell you, muchaona mahesa atanawo, equipment yatanayo, tiri kumbozamawo kuti tikupewo zvinhu zvakanaka. So that number that you have to request a form, it's 065 941 8015. And thank you very much, people. God bless you.